did the X pass.
Oh yeah.
Okay? And then we did, you're going for the X pass, and then block. And go into knee slice. Okay? Now, we're going to go over a couple, there's a lot of ways I'm looking at to kind of defend against the knee slice. And we're going to go over a couple of them today. I'll probably go another series next week. So, on the bottom here, if they start pushing your leg down, you know they're going to try to turn your hips that way. Okay? Most likely, if he's pushing this leg down, he's not looking to go over this leg with his knee, right? Because it's going to make it harder for him. He's going to look to cut his knee across and go for the knee slice. Okay? So if you can anticipate that a little bit, you're kind of at the game, which is good. So if he goes to knee slice, what you don't want is your leg to go flat. Okay? Because then my hip is pretty much controlled. I can't really move my hips. Okay? And then he's got an open avenue. If I don't get my knee in front, he's got an open avenue to just go right back to my guard. Okay? So as he's doing that, I'm going to take my arm, your bottom arm. A lot of people think that this arm is probably the most important because to fight for the underhook, which is important, but this arm is the one that keeps you on your side, which is what you want defense-wise. If I'm flat on my back, it's better for him because he has more options of control. If I'm on my side, it's harder for him. Okay? So this arm is kind of the one you kind of want to take priority over this arm. There's a lot of different escapes you can do if you have the underhook, if you don't have the underhook. Okay, so this arm is kind of what you want to think about first. So as he's pushing, you want to stuff your arm under your leg. If your arm is between your knee and the mat, you can't get your knee all the way to the mat, right? So that's the first thing you want to do. And from here, grab his knee. So go ahead and start slicing. And grab his ankle. Okay? No, this works both no knee and no knee. If you can't grab the ankle, grab the hands. That's fine. Okay? So now if he tries to knee slice, it'll be really hard for him to get through because I'm holding his ankle and my knee's not flat on the ground. Okay? Now as you get that, you obviously don't want him to get close to you. Because if he gets his hips on top of yours and gets close, yeah, even if I'm holding his leg, he's still going to be able to drive pressure onto me, push his knee down south, and slice through. Okay? So I also want to maintain that space. So as he pushes, I get my arm underneath, grab his ankle. No gi, grab the ankle. Gi, grab gi if you want. You can grab either. Okay. Also, you got to make a frame here to keep that space. Okay. So no gi, you can just tuck. Your elbow is the frame. Your forearm the frame. Gi, I like to grab the cross collar, and you'll see with the next escape. Right here. So now you've got pretty good defense here. He's trying to come through, but you're maintaining that space. It's going to be hard. Okay. Now, if you're flexible enough, you can take your foot and put it in his hips and push him away. Put your foot here, put pressure with your knee to the foot. Good. And you can push him away, extend him away. Okay. Once you get him extended away, here, you're going to sit up. Okay. So maintain your grips, push, bring your foot out, use it as momentum, sit here. Okay, see, I'm holding on to his leg, I'm holding on to this until I come up to here. Okay. Now, if he's holding on to your lapel, it's good. Because once you're here, you can feed that to this hand. Grab this other knee, spin it underneath, and now you end up in a side control. Okay. If you know that, that's a pretty easy sweep. If you know it, go for it. If not, you can just end up in sit-up guard. Okay, so one more time. He's here, he's pushing, I block, and I grab his ankle. And I frame right off the bat. If I'm here, and he just gets close, it's going to be hard for me to get that space again. Okay, so I want to frame as early as possible. Okay, you can bring your knee in and push to make space. Keep pressure on you. Push to make space, then bring your foot in, push them away. And from here, bring your foot out and sit up. Now, if you have trouble, if you're here, and you have trouble sitting up, like you're not going to be able to sit up, one thing you can do is kind of pull and push them away to the side, and then sit up. Make sure you sit up. So hold on to this, and sit up, here, okay? If I can find his, if he's holding on, if I can find his sleeve, grab it with this hand that's around his leg, okay? If you're going no-gi, you can get to here. You can do the whole, stretch him out here. Take him down like that. If you guys remember Joey's, one of Joey's sweeps that he likes to do. But once you're here, try to feed that. You know, you don't necessarily need the sleeve. You know, you can feed the lapel, feed the belt. This is really get control, because if he tries to knee slice again, they're just pretty much out. Okay. Any questions on that? You guys want to say it again? Okay. So here, Dari starts pushing my leg, so I block and I grab his heel, his ankle, his pants, and I frame. Okay. Now, me personally, I'm not flexible enough to get my foot in there, so I'm going to go my knee. Okay. I like to. He's doing a good job keeping his elbow next to his hip, which makes it hard for me to put my knee on his hip. So I like to go over everything. That kind of kills his grip here. And I can straighten out. I can use my knee to push, and then I can bring my foot in. Okay. Actually, heel knee. Okay. And I want to stretch him out. I'm holding his collar and his pants at the same time. And I use my foot to help me sit up. Okay? I'm going to wrap this around. Grab this. If you have access to this, grab this. And you're going to come underneath. You're going to turn your body underneath. I have to block this other knee. As my head comes underneath and pushes. Keep that knee away from you. And from here, keep this grip. Come up. As it's locking, it's blocking his knee from retaining guard. I have to lock my knee underneath. Feed in your side control. Questions on that? Okay, go ahead and give that a shot. Knee slicing, and I'm not able to get this underneath, that's fine. I want to think about this arm now, okay? Because if he controls it again, he has the ability to keep me on my back and not on my side. He can pull up on it as he needs, and he flattens me out, okay? So if he gets his knee to the ground, I'm not able to get there. What I want to do is I want to hide my elbow underneath my ribs, okay? Keep this frame. Because as he keeps pressuring into me, they're out.
What?
Okay? So that's as easy as that is. So I'm here, oh, I can't, so I hide my arm. Okay? Frame. Now I'm up on my elbow, and I'm up on my knees. Okay? And now you maybe can score a takedown, or you got it back. Any questions on that? It's just a simple principle.
Is that can you do it? Is the no-gi you just frame?
Yeah, frame. No, you can either frame. Yeah, you can just frame here, hide your elbow, switch to his head. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Pushing the head away is really powerful. So, questions on that? Biggest thing, as soon as he gets that knee down, is you got obviously your friend. So he goes, I can't get underneath there. Get it underneath your ribs because he wants that arm, right? So, and you can actually add, if he's just hanging out here, you know, you're framing and he's just not really pressing into you, you can add your back knee bump. into his butt. So he's here, he's not really doing anything, just bump him in the butt. Come up. Okay. Let's give that a shot and then we'll go over back.